Shocking, Maine Mendoza's real attitude behind the cameras. Maine Mendoza's rise to fame happened in an instant, right? She was discovered by Ed Bulaga and thought that she and Alden would have a chemistry. They were then paired up and surprisingly, they easily captured the viewer's attention. Their love team has become phenomenal to the point that they've become a trending topic each day. But then, are you wondering who Maine Mendoza is, behind the cameras? Most people would probably think of her as a classy woman, but she's not. A fan has captured who she really is behind all those cameras. In the video, Maine Mendoza's bodyguards have already told her to return to their van. They even asked her to get going. But then, Maine stopped them and told them that there are still some people who'd want to take a photo with her. She stopped and returned to her fans and took a photo with them. Maine Mendoza's act has touched the netizens. Invite you to watch the video. Retired Philippine policeman says Duterte ordered death squad hits. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte operated a death squad while mayor of Davao City, giving cash and orders for police and assassins to murder criminals, according to a former policeman who said he was involved in the clandestine killings. In remarks contradicting his earlier denial of the existence of such a death squad, Arturo Lascanas said he was one of the ringleaders of the group that began operating when Duterte became mayor of the southern Philippine city in 1988. Duterte has repeatedly denied involvement in vigilantism or summary executions either as president or during his total of 22 years as Davao mayor. His police chief has denied there was ever a death squad in Davao, describing it as fiction created by the media. On Monday, Lascanas asserted that the Davao death squad was no myth and he was one of those who carried out secret killings of drug dealers and criminals at Duterte's behest. It is true, the Davao death squad, or DDS, really exists, Lascanas told reporters at the Senate in Manila, the capital. When Mayor Duterte sat down as mayor for the first time, we started what is called salvaging of people. These people are suspects committing crime in Davao. He added, we implemented the personal orders of Mayor Duterte to us. Presidential Communications Secretary Martin Andonar said Lascanas' claims were politically motivated and allegations of extrajudicial killings ordered by Duterte had been proved false by numerous independent agencies. Our people are aware that this character assassination is nothing but vicious politics orchestrated by sectors affected by the reforms initiated by the Duterte administration, Andonar told CNN Philippines. Lascanas is the second man to go public with explosive claims of involvement in illegal killings allegedly ordered by Duterte, the hugely popular president nicknamed the Punisher, whose ruthless approach to tackling crime has won public approval. Lascanas' comments differed from those he made at a Senate hearing in October, however, when he denied the existence of a Davao death squad premised to God. He said he had decided his obedience and loyalty to Duterte must end and had promised God that he would confess. His account was similar to that of hitman Edgar Matabato, who testified in September to watching Duterte shoot a man dead and give orders for police to kill criminals. Human rights groups have documented about 1,400 suspicious killings in Davao during Duterte's time as mayor, and critics say the war on drugs he unleashed as president has the same hallmarks. More than 7,700 people have been killed in the latest crackdown, some 2,500 in what police say are shootouts during raids and sting operations. Many of the rest are under investigation and activists believe large numbers of extrajudicial killings have taken place. Lascanas said death squad members in Davao received 20,000 pesos to 100,000 pesos, $398 to $1,990 per hit, depending on the target's value. Some members, he said, were former communist rebels. He confessed to the unsolved murder of a Davao radio show host who was staunchly critical of Duterte. Lascanas detailed his involvement in the bombing of a mosque and the killing of the family of a suspected kidnapper. The victims included a pregnant woman, a small boy and an elderly person. Both attacks were ordered by Duterte, he said. This is how it began. All the killings we did in Davao, whether we bury or we throw in the sea, we are being paid by Mayor Duterte, he said. Rodrigo Duterte accused of paying police to kill. A retired Philippine police officer says President Rodrigo Duterte, when he was a mayor, ordered and paid him and other members of a liquidation squad to kill criminals and opponents. The former policeman, Arthur Laskinas, told a news conference on Monday that he was speaking up because he was bothered by his conscience, including his role in the deaths of his two brothers, whom he ordered killed because they were drug users. "I had my own two brothers killed. Even if I end up dead, I'm content because I fulfilled my promise to the Lord to make a public confession," he said, breaking into tears. Human rights lawyers who presented Laskinas at a news conference said his allegations could be grounds for impeaching Duterte. Presidential Communications Secretary Martin Andonner, in an interview with CNN Philippines, described Laskinas' claims as part of a protracted political drama and attempted character assassination of Duterte orchestrated by his chief critics. Duterte has denied his administration backs unlawful killings of suspects under his deadly crackdown against illegal drugs, which is feared to have killed more than 7,000 mostly drug users and petty pushers since he took office in June. The killings under the crackdown, an expansion of his anti-drug campaign when he was a longtime mayor of southern Davao City, have alarmed the United States, other Western governments, and UN rights officials. Laskinas said the gang of hitmen were paid between $400 to $2,000 per murder depending on the target. "Of all the killings we did in Davao City, either we bury them or throw them into the sea. It is paid for by Mayor Rody Duterte," he told the news conference at the Senate in the capital Manila. In many public speeches, Duterte has told policemen to defend themselves if drug suspects fight back and has openly threatened drug lords and dealers with death. Laskinas' comments came after he denied to a Senate hearing last year that he had been involved in any extrajudicial killings in Davao. He testified at the inquiry last October after he was implicated by another witness, Edgar Matabato, a former militiaman who said Duterte ordered him and others to kill criminals in gangland-style assaults that left hundreds of people dead. Laskinas narrated several killings he said Duterte had ordered, permitted or financed as mayor of Davao, including the 1993 bombing of mosques as retaliation after Muslim rebels were blamed for the bombing a Roman Catholic cathedral. Thousands march against Duterte's war on drugs. Laskinas said he and his group shot dead a kidnapping suspect along with the man's pregnant wife, young son, father-in-law and two others with the consent of Duterte. After his group informed Duterte about the capture of the suspected mastermind of a kidnapping in Davao, Laskinas quoted the mayor as saying, "All right, make it clean." Another target was radio commentator John Paula, who was critical of Duterte. He was killed in 2003 by gunmen, who then got financial rewards from the then-mayor, Laskinas said. "Thank you for viewing videos. My channel regularly posts new videos. If you remember registered channels to receive the latest announcements, please. Thanks.